You want to know the real way to make someone regret losing you? Not by playing games, not by, getting revenge or even waiting for them to come back. See, most people think making your ex regret losing you is by proving a point, right? Making them jealous, posting thirst traps, pretending to be happy, making it like it's more than what it is. But none of that stuff actually works long term. Heck, even in the short term, it's very fictitious most of the time, right? But if you want them to really regret losing you long term, you have to actually change where your focus is in the first place. You have to work on becoming the best version of yourself you ever could become, but not for them. You do it for you, truly and authentically. See, people so often make this mistake of trying to level themselves up, right, to prove something to their ex, right? You're hitting the gym hard, right? You're trying to excel in your career. You're doing all these things, to just show that you're so much better now and you're great now, and they should, regret the day they ever thought about walking away from you when they did, right? So you're doing all these things, but deep down, it's not truly for you. It's so that they notice. And by that very thought, that very design, it's not going to be the real results that you really want to produce, because these are the external things that you're able to do out of motivation to try to prove something versus trying to be something. It's a big difference, right? And for that very reason, a lot of times it will falter. It won't be as real and as authentic to you as you want it to appear, because it's what you were trying to do to create something and craft something, not so you can actually, live in that experience. You're trying to do it so it can represent a certain experience to someone else that's not even you. If you're still doing things based on their validation, you're still attached. And what that means is they can usually see right through that, right? See, the reason why most exes start to come back, or they, maybe they reach out to you, whatever happens whenever, it's at its best or its peak, is usually because you are truly moved on. They can see and feel that. They can see through maybe your social media posts, the way you're living, or maybe the things they hear about what you're doing out there in life or whatever. And it's undoubtedly clear that you are moved on, right? Because authenticity does not lie. Yes, people can put on a front, but something that is true and transparent in and out, it can really be seen and felt, right? But whenever you're not doing it just strictly for you, they can read through that. They can tell you're trying to jump through hoops and hurdles to prove something to them and make them feel like they lost something, which actually is counterproductive. They feel like, no, I made the right choice. Oh, look at them trying to prove this to me. Yep, I definitely walked away, intelligently, right? That was the right decision. That was the right call. Yep, I did good. Versus them not even being on your mind from the way you're living. So it looks like they don't even matter anymore, but you're thriving more than you ever have. And it's in their absence. That can be compelling. So you have to stop playing the look at me now game, right? If you really want someone to regret losing you, you don't do it by trying to make them jealous. You do it by becoming so at peace in their absence that it screams, I've moved on, right? Have you ever noticed how once you truly stop caring for someone, that's when they try to come back? That's when they start, sending you the little message or reaching out or trying to call you and just see how you're doing. And if you guys can just connect, soon, all right? We should go and grab a drink, or, whatever happened to us, stuff like that. But at that point, you've already turned the corner on those emotions. That's because they can truly feel and see, and it resonates that you are good without them, but you're also doing better without them. Because when they see that you're thriving, but you truly and genuinely do not care if they notice it or not, that's when it hits home deepest for them. That's when they start second guessing their decision. That's when they start considering, did I call it too soon? Did I make the biggest mistake of my life and let go of the person that was actually best for me if I could have worked through that one or two things that I wasn't happiest with them, right? That's when it starts to set in and really marinate. So this means you have to move on, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally as well, right? Fill your glass up with what brings you vibrance and what's towards your future, not what's behind you in your past, right? See, because if you're subconsciously still wanting them to pop up and come back, they're not going to truly feel your absence. People tend to value most what they can have, right? So once you're out of reach, that's when your appeal becomes strongest to someone, right? But if you notice, everything I'm saying here, all full spectrum, is if you want your ex to regret missing you and losing you the most, you have to truly focus on not wanting them back the best. Stop caring that they are gone the most, right? Start losing any sense of desire for it to matter to you what they think or for them to be in your world. And that's when they're going to regret losing you at its peak. So notice the solution is to not put your energy into trying to make them regret you in the first place. Don't give them that power. Don't ever give them that satisfaction. If anything, pour that same energy and focus into yourself and make yourself someone and something you've never been before, the best level of yourself. And watch how you don't have to worry about making them regret losing you. You have to worry more about how to navigate this next great person that's coming to your life, because you've now become a much better version of yourself that you've never been before. The moment you fully close the door in your mind is the moment they start to feel that loss. I'll say it again. People value most what they can't have, not what's still emotionally available to them. So start focusing on who's next and not who's behind you. And that's the moment the tables turn the most. So if you need help becoming that better version of yourself, taking your focus off of your ex and towards your future so you can thrive better than ever and have better than ever, then email or DM me the word coaching and we will get to work as long as you're truly ready to put that work in. If you're not ready for one-on-one coaching, don't have the time or space or even resources, email or DM me the word revival to join my Relationship Revival Hub community, where you can learn the same things I teach my clients one-on-one at your own pace on your own time. Either way, do something to get in the race. Let's get it.